Hey guys, Chester here. Just wanted to give a quick update on the build on the JL. It's been a while since I've had an update on everything that I've done to it. I know I've done things here or there about, you know, certain mods that I've done, but want to go ahead and do a quick walk around and show everyone where, how the build has been going and all the mods I've done so far. So for those of you who aren't aware, this is a 2021 Jeep Wrangler JL Sport. It is a unlimited, as you can see by the four doors. So far, I've got, starting at the front here, we do have a steel bumper. I forget what brand it is. But I've also got the Badlands winch, a couple of D-rings, got my little front-facing camera, which I haven't been on a challenging enough trail to actually like put the mount on here that can tilt it down, so that way I can see, that way it gives me a better view of potential obstacles. That was something I still need to do, but it's not a big deal. So anyway, then I have here one of my more recent mods. I have the KMC wheels. These are the KMC 729 range, I believe, with their 4.3-inch back spacing and negative 10 millimeter offset. I think the fitment looks really good. There's really not much poke past the sport fenders. They give plenty of clearance for the 35s I have. I was able to get rid of the wheel spacers, which is nice. And of course, speaking of 35s, these are the Nitto Ridge Grapplers. They are unstoppable off-road. Pretty good about on-road regarding, just on-road manners. However, they are E-load range rated, so they are pretty stiff. I'm probably going to be swapping those soon for something that's C-load rated, because it's not just a dedicated trail rig, it is a daily driver, so that just makes it kind of hard to live with. I'm going to zoom in here. I do have the TerraFlex lift kit. It's just the TerraFlex, I think, Sport ST1 lift kit, and then I paired it with some Falcon shocks. Falcon is actually owned by TerraFlex, so the two pair well together. This is the second lift that I have had on the Jeep. The first lift was just a Quadratec spacer lift, and it was okay for a while, but I wanted a true suspension lift. So I recently just added those shocks on, because when I bought the lift kit, I was like, I'm not gonna need new shocks. I've got shocks that work for a 1.5 to 2 inch lift kit, and this is a 2.5 inch lift kit plus a 1/2 inch spacer to make a total of 3. Turns out that was overextending my shocks, so they were constantly under load, which means it was riding really rough. Putting those Falcon shocks on there has dramatically improved my ride quality. It still drives like a Jeep for sure. Nothing's ever going to change that. However, it's really taken so much of the harshness out of the little bumps and stuff on the road. So hopefully getting some softer tires will also help with that. So Jeep is dirty. That's fine. It's not a pavement princess, so I don't mind if it gets dirty. You can see some of the trails I've done here. Done more, but they don't sell badges for them. I do have the Rubicon rock rails. My wife got those as a present for me. So that's they just bolt on. They are rock rails, not rock sliders, so they just protect your body. Can't take the full weight of the Jeep. I have various stickers. Let's see here. Have the cover here because I cheaped out when I got my new rims. I only got 4, so that's still the stock rim that I'm rocking, so that's all right. Then back here, you can't really see it. I do have a Rough Country spare tire relocation bracket. It just raises the spare tire up, because before I put that on, I could not fit the 35 on it. I do have the some tailgate hinge reinforcements just to help with the added weight of the 35. So the 35 is, I think these tailgates are rated for 85 pounds, and the rim and tire together is about 87. So that helps with that. And I'm trying to think if there's any other functional mods. I know, let's see here. I do have the Fox steering stabilizer down there as well. I do have a track bar underneath here, an adjustable track bar, which helped recenter the Jeep. However, that is a Terraflex adjustable track bar. I think you can see the sticker right there. And unfortunately, it's already worn out. It clicks when I move the steering wheel, so I'll need to replace that eventually. So that's the thing about having 35s on a Sport, is you're going to be wearing things out on this Dana 30 quicker than you would if you kept the stock 32s. So I'm gonna just basically wait until I get death wobble, and then I'm going to replace all the steering, but we'll see what happens. So do have the smoked headlight covers as well, and you can see there I actually have the Wolfbox dash cam slash, it's technically you can replace your rear view camera with it, or your rear view mirror and your rear view mirror with it, but I just mounted it on the dash, so I wanted it to function more as a trail cam. Have the little sticker that I put on here. So anyway, so that's it. The things you can't see, I did do a re-gear. I am at 488 gears as well. So with the 488 gears, that dramatically increased the drivability on it, because with the stock Sport gearing at 345 gears, basically those big 35s turned it into a four speed instead of a 6-speed. It was fifth gear didn't happen unless I was doing at least 75 on the highway, and I rarely do more than I rarely get up to 75, especially in this thing. It's not a sport car, and then sixth gear was just a fantasy at that point. So but now I can cruise at 55 in fifth gear, and if I get above 60 I can hit sixth. So that dramatically changed the drivability. So it also helped off-road too, because now I can actually crawl and I don't have to ride the clutch. So anyway, that's where we're at now as far as the build. I do have plans for it in the future. Eventually I plan on swapping these Sport fenders out for a high clearance fender, so I can eventually fit 37s. But in order to do that, I do have to upgrade that front axle. So I'm not going to do a whole axle swap, because it's cost prohibitive, and I've already re-geared that one. So probably just swap out my ball joints for some heavy duty ones, and then some chromoly axle shafts. That'll strengthen things up, and then a truss and gusset. And for the type of wheeling I do, it'll be all right. I'm not doing extreme wheeling. I'm not doing 7 and 8 rated trails. So for the dark blue kind of trails that I do, it'll be all right. And it'll let me run 37s on this whenever the time comes to upgrade to that. But that's going to be a few years. So I'm not made of money, have a normal job and wife and kids. So but everything, good things come to those who wait. So it's been certainly been a process over the last few years. I've spent a decent amount of money getting it to where it is over a sport. I could have just bought an Extreme Recon Willys and been at least gotten the front Dana 44 and been probably very similar to where I am now, but where's the fun in that? This one I got to build the way I wanted it on my budget, and I didn't have to finance any mods. All the mods I've bought have been paid for in cash, so yeah, it works. So that's basically it. That's my plans for for the foreseeable future. Basically, we're just working towards getting to 37. So anyway, I am done procrastinating. I guess I gotta go mow the lawn. It's already 80 plus degrees with 70% humidity, so I may die. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Hope to see y'all continue to follow along on my build with the Jeep and any off-road adventures I throw your way. Thanks for watching.